Okay guys, so now we're gonna move on to the eye portion. You've already seen the foundation routine because I recorded that one, or I put that one up first. I just figured the only time I've ever done a real full foundation was my very first video, so that I actually kind of went step by step. So I'm just gonna do a new one, just focused on that. So now it's the eyes. So for this look, it's more of like a holiday look. I thought it would be fun to do another kind of holiday look. Okay, anyways, today I'm gonna use my little Made palette from, it's in a MAC palette, but these are all Anastasia Beverly Hills powders, shadows, and I'm going to take the first color called, let me take it out, it's called Fresh. It's a neutral, like kind of a vanilla shade, but it has a little bit of a hint of a pink to me. So I just use that all over just to kind of set the paint pot. Now I'm going to pick up this color called Fudge, which is a nice rich brown, and I'm going to dip it into my my 217 from MAC, and I'm going to just place this starting at the lash line and just kind of pushing the color at the lash line, leaving a little bit of the center open, but just kind of pushing it in there just to kind of create depth on the outer part of the eye. Dip a little bit back more in and just kind of bring it around now into the crease. Now I'm going to start circling it in just so it blends it in. So basically you're packing it on and then you're circling it in to kind of blend it out a little bit. And then just keep going over it just to kind of take away any like patchiness that might. For the most part, these shadows have really good pigment, so there's not a lot of choppiness to the color, so it's pretty much pigmented, but okay. And I'm just going to stop right there. So then next thing I'm going to do is going to take a softer little brush. I'm going to take the Zoeva 231 Petite Crease brush, and I'm just going to literally soften the top edge. Like I didn't have any color on it yet. I'm just literally taking the brush ever so gently, circling around that top edge. So it kind of makes it look like there's a second color in there. So you just kind of keep circling it around, fading that top shade up towards the brow bone, so it basically creates a second color. And this is why I say like this one's a little bit more detailed. The one with the other one that I did, it was like put the color in, blend it, put the color in. This one is just taking a little bit more time to just really get the colors more precise. It might take a little bit more time for your blending and stuff, but that's why for this look it's different. You're gonna have to take a little bit more time, you know, doing all the blending out. So now it looks like you actually have a second transition color already, when really you don't even have another color there. So then I'm going to take a little small brush, very soft. This is also from Zoeva, and this is the 224 Defined Crease brush. It's really small and tiny. I'm going to pick up the color called Burnt Orange. Burnt Orange, it's a matte. It's definitely like it looks more like a brown, but it has like a orangey undertone. And the funny thing is, it literally looks like the color that I transitioned this one into. So now all I'm doing is just kind of softly going over those colors to just make it a little bit more even. So now it kind of just looks like that same color we just created, but really I'm now creating more of a blended color. Just like that. Just on the top edges. And then I'm going to go with my MAC 272, which is like a little angled brush. I'm going to go with the Carly Bible palette, her very first one. And I'm going to take this really pretty pink, got it on camera, it looks white, but it's actually a pink. It's, no, there's no colors on here, sorry. And I'm going to just dust that right at the very top of my brow. And then go back with that little teeny brush that you just used that transition color and just softly kind of soften that little part right there. Okay, I'm going to do the other eye really quickly. Okay, so now, I mean, you could use any kind of gold color, but because I have this little Carly Bible palette anyways, I'm just going to take this goldish shade right here, this little second color right here. It's a pretty little gold. And I'm going to just put that in the center of my lid. It doesn't have a whole lot of pigment to it. Well, I mean, it does have pigment, but I want this to be more vibrant. So I'm actually going to put like a glitter over it. So this is where you're going to get that little kind of holiday kind of effect. I'm just kind of popping it right in the center. Then you want to go back with the brush that had the brown on it and just kind of brush down, and it'll kind of blend those little, transition them together a little bit softer. And then I'm going to take my glitter glue, Too Faced glitter glue, and I'm going to put it on a little, like a little tray here. Just going to put a little bit on there. I'm going to pick it up with this little Urban Decay. It's like a, I think it was a concealer brush. I think it came in with one of my palettes. And I'm just going to put that right on top of that. Just pressing it right in the center. And for the pigment, I'm going to use MAC's Gold Mode. So I'm going to take that same brush, just dip a little bit in there, knock some of that excess off, and I'm just going to press it. I'm going to press it right in the center. Just going to give it a little bit more like oomph from this one to this one. You can just see a little bit more of the shimmer, which is what I want. Okay. So now that you've got that, I want to just curl my lashes really quick. I mean, I don't have a lot of lashes, but I still need to curl them because they're a little bit straighter. So when I put lashes on, they kind of, you can see them underneath. So I always have to curl my lashes first. So I am going to use, my L'Oreal Voluminous Liquid Liner, and I'm just going to create a little wing like that. I need a new one. It's starting to dry out again. It's starting to get choppy where it's hard to. Just like that. This is kind of going to be a dramatic look for today. I'm taking the kids to the movies to go see Star. It's like a little holiday Christmas movie, and this might be a little dramatic for that, you think? We'll see the finished look and you guys tell me what you think. Okay, so the next thing is I'll just put a little bit of mascara, just again to kind of help with the lashes that I'm going to put on it. Okay guys, so I put on my lashes. I used the Lily lashes in the style Mykonos. They're super full, they like literally curl all the way up. They basically almost touch the top of your eye. They're so full on. I really, really love this lash if you're looking for a dramatic lash. So it's one of my favorites. So normally I always do my bottom lash line after I've done my concealer, because then I can powder it. But I'm gonna do that now because this is just for the eye portion. So I'll do that right now. So I'm gonna take my Smolder eye pencil and go right in the waterline. And my eye just started getting irritated right now. So anyways, I just put that in, and now I'm gonna take my little Zoeva little angled brush, and I'm gonna dip back into that fudge, which was the dark brown that we used, and I'm gonna line right underneath the water line, sorry, and I'm gonna pull it. As I'm putting that on, I'm kind of taking some of the liner from the water line and mixing it together, kind of bringing it down into the lash line, so it's mixing together. Let me see if I can move my mirror a little bit closer. Okay. Now I'm going to take my little 255 flat brush, and then take that the second color that we used up in the transition, the burnt orange. And I'm gonna just blend that down. I'm gonna take a mixture of both. I'm gonna dip into the brown, the dark brown, and into the burnt orange. And that way we're going to get a little bit smokier underneath here. There we go. So the only thing for the eyes that I need to do is mascara on the bottom. However, oh no, I lied. Let me do one other thing. Well, you know what I'm going to do? Okay, so I do need to do one other thing, and that's put an inner corner highlight. I am going to go ahead and do that right now, but I'm going to have to retouch it after I do my foundation, my concealer, I mean. I'm going to take that same little pink color that we used on the brow bone, and dip that right in here and highlight that inner corner right here. And I'm gonna definitely go back after I put my concealer on, because it's probably gonna take a little bit of that away after I go up here with the concealer. So that's basically the eyes done. So I will again show you the full finished look, just like it was in the foundation one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and thanks so much for watching.